This program is brought to you by the Securities and Exchange Commission of Zimbabwe, SEC, the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange, ZSE, the Financial Securities Exchange, FinSec, the Investor Protection Fund, IPF, and Chengetedzai Depository Company, CDC.
Hello. Today I'm talking to Kundai Msemburi from the Securities and Exchange Commission of Zimbabwe. We are talking about investing on the stock markets in Zimbabwe. Kundai, welcome.
Thank you.
Our topic is unclaimed shares, and let's get into it. Kundai, what are unclaimed shares?
Unclaimed shares are shares that have share certificates that are not with the respective public investors. If you traded in the stock market in the last 10 to 15 years and you do not possess proof of ownership of your shares, those shares were probably left with your stockbrokers, but you do not have the share certificates. Those are unclaimed shares.
Now, how do I know if I have unclaimed shares?
If you previously traded on public listed companies on the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange with a specific broker and you had a brokerage account and you traded these shares and you have not proof of ownership in the form of a share certificate, you probably have shares lying around somewhere.
Well, this is a very interesting topic. What is required for me to claim my shares?
First and foremost, as the Securities and Exchange Commission, we directed all stockbrokers that held share certificates belonging to clients to put those share certificates with specific custodial firms. So we made sure that the stockbrokers no longer hold client share certificates. And what we did is we created a database on our website wherein which all those shares are registered on that database. So in order for you to know whether you have unclaimed shares, you can go to our website, which is www.seczim.co.zw, and you go under the tab written unclaimed shares, and you can search by inputting your name, and if it comes up, it'll show whatever share certificates have your name on them. That way you'll know what your shareholdings are.
Kundai, what is required for me to claim my shares?
Once you've established that you have shares and it comes up in the database, you'll need to take the following documentation: a letter from the stockbroker accompanied by broker's notes and/or payment receipts and account statement confirming the shares held on behalf of you as the client. This would apply for current operating stockbroking firms, or broker's note, a payment receipt, an account statement confirming the shares held on behalf of the client. This is for non-operating stockbroking firms. A certified copy of ID for natural persons, or CR14 for companies. Proof of residence or declaration of residence. The claimant will complete and sign a claim form in duplicate, certifying his or her entitlement to the shares and discharging the specific custodian for further liability for such shares. For foreign clients, the custodian will release the shares to the client's appointed representative upon receipt of the required documentation, as previously mentioned, with a general power of attorney for the beneficial owner.
Well, interesting information indeed. Kundai, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
I have been talking to Kundai Msemburi from the Securities and Exchange Commission of Zimbabwe. We have been talking about investing on the stock markets in Zimbabwe. Until next time, thank you for tuning in.
Once you have claimed your shares, you then have to dematerialize them, at which point your broker will open a CSD account for you and you can then start trading on C-Trade.
Investing involves risk. This includes the possible loss of the amount invested. Investment returns and principal value of an investment will fluctuate so that an investor's shares, when redeemed, may be worth more or less than the original cost. In investing on the markets, past performance is no guarantee of future performance.
This program was brought to you by the Securities and Exchange Commission of Zimbabwe, SEC, the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange, ZSE, the Financial Securities Exchange, FinSec, the Investor Protection Fund, IPF, and Chengetedzai Depository Company, CDC.